How did unpredictable weather impact medieval rural life? Imagine living in a time when the weather could change suddenly and drastically, affecting everything you relying on. That was the reality for many people in medieval Europe. Agriculture was the backbone of rural life, so when weather patterns shifted unexpectedly, it could cause big problems. During the period known as the medieval warm period, roughly 900 to 1300 AD, the weather was generally mild and stable. Farmers could plant a variety of crops and harvest more food because the growing seasons lasted longer. This stability helped villages grow and made farming easier. They even developed new methods like the three-field crop rotation system, which kept the soil healthy and boosted yields. People moved into larger communities, sharing labor and resources under the feudal system, which created social stability. But then came the Little Ice Age, starting around 1300 AD and lasting until about 1850. The climate turned colder, with harsher winters and unpredictable weather. Winters became longer and colder, and springs arrived later. These changes shortened the time farmers had to plant and harvest crops, leading to smaller harvests. When crops failed, food shortages and famines became common. Without enough fresh grass for animals, farmers had to rely on stored fodder, which could run out during long, cold spells. Crop failures meant less food for both people and livestock, increasing the risk of starvation. Since medieval communities depended heavily on their local harvests and had limited ways to import food, these bad weather years could be devastating. To reduce risk, farmers used the open field system, dividing land into strips. If one strip failed due to bad weather, others might still produce food. But even with these methods, repeated poor weather could cause hardship and social unrest. Food shortages sometimes led to peasants migrating or protesting. Over time, these struggles could slow down the economy of rural areas, especially during colder periods when harvests were poor. Overall, unpredictable weather shaped medieval rural life in many ways. Good weather periods allowed farmers to grow more food, innovate, and build stronger communities. But colder, wetter, or more erratic weather made life harder, causing food shortages and social problems. Communities responded by sharing resources, rotating crops, and storing food carefully. Still, their dependence on the land meant they were very vulnerable to climate changes.